Hello YouTube, Simon here, welcome back to the channel, and the final trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake has just been released. For those of us still not fortunate enough to actually have access to the game itself. Oh no, I understand it's a unique situation out there and Square are doing what they can. I do warn you though, this trailer is rife with spoilers. As is to be expected, of course. This is a Square Enix trailer, the final trailer for one of their games, and yeah, they like spoilers. So at least this is spoilers from Square themselves, nothing to do with those that are playing the game, streaming it when they shouldn't be, etc. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Let's go over it together and see what we've got. So this is the final trailer for FF7 Remake. And for more, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Got loads of content for this game planned for you. Here we go.
So, Cloud, you were a soldier first class, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Really? What's weird about it?
Make sure the volume's
Nothing.
up.
Just that you were the same rank.
Huh? As who?
The first guy I ever loved.
Oh.
Wow. Your eyes.
Yes, Aerith is an ancient.
Almira.
Probably the last one living.
You know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
When we're older, and you're a famous soldier, if I'm ever trapped or in trouble, promise you'll come and save me.
Sephiroth, soldiers. I'm sick of this.
Ah.
I'm sick of all of this!
I've never been so proud.
Women must be hounding you day and night.
I'd really love to stay and chat, but we gotta go.
So soon?
Got more pizza in the oven?
Oh,
I'll take another.
Avalanche.
Looky
And Jesse's family.
Burglars!
Tifa, I'm coming for you!
Viciously! Without mercy! Until they vomit blood!
You seek my approval, do you?
I should warn you.
Huh?
Tails, you lose.
Give it back. Give it back.
Are you going?
I'm sorry, honey. I wish I didn't have to.
Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat.
Shinra's decided they ought to stamp them out!
Not Mark Hamill.
Sky is falling, and Avalanche is to blame.
But I work for Shinra. I'm the enemy.
I don't care.
Greetings and welcome. Avalanche, I presume.
You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
I've also drafted a
That will not be needed.
2 words, Reeve.
I know all of them. I didn't get the first two. Catch who but they were. The first two Shinra employees.
Stop them, you fools! Don't let them escape!
They're going to drop the plate on us?
Yes.
Whispers, perhaps best described as arbiters of fate.
No, you don't!
Oh, it's on the pillar.
I promise.
I know what happens there. Whoa!
The sector in which you stand has been condemned.
That was the boss
You're
from
a
Midgar,
soldier, aren't
the
you?
sample boss.
Which, of course, would mean
Rufus?
that I own you. Through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Multiple.
We're driving here!
Says the 300-pound sack.
Hey!
Oh, Red 13, you naughty boy. The Hella Gunner, that was, I think, or something. Or the 100 Gunner. I get them two confused in the original game. Oh, I love it, the Hell House. I love the way they bring it back, all these peculiar enemies from the original game that made no sense then. And probably still won't, but we love them. Yeah, Rufus and Dark Nation.
Justice, honor, freedom, vain indulgences everywhere.
Every time the whispers touch me, I lose something, a part of myself.
Tonight marks a new beginning. For Shinra!
This could well be her last line of defense. Let's go.
Let us defy destiny. Together. Cloud, there's still so much to be done.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Whoa. That ain't Cloud with the Buster Sword there, my friends. Like I said, the spoilers are strong with this one. Thank you for the warning to the person that sent this to me. Wow, is that the Watchmen of Fate all over Midgar? There's a fair few of those things, isn't there? Just swirling around the whole city there. Hang on, this is strange. Looks like Midgar's been destroyed or something already. Or is that just the normal design for this thing here and stuff? I don't know. Weird, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's you know who with the sword there. Right, that trailer. Okay, it's a shame that they have to spoil so many things. I think that's kind of unnecessary, but the trailer itself was still, of course, absolutely fantastic. This game, man, I just cannot wait to get my hands on it. It is going to be so amazing. Look, I don't know why I've randomly stopped here, but yeah, we get to see more of Avalanche. They're going to be fleshed out. Their characters are going to be fleshed out. We know that already. Here we get to see, I think it was Jesse's mother. So they've gone to Jesse's house here for dinner. Wedge wants more pizza. And I like the way the trailer starts off heavy on the nostalgia. We get the classic scenes from the original game. Scenes like where Cloud and Aerith are talking at the park. And Aerith is just dropping a few hints that Cloud reminds her of her ex-boyfriend. And then we have some flashbacks to where the Turks came and tried to recruit Aerith. Well, not recruit her as a Turk, but try and capture her for Hojo, really, wasn't it? So that he could experiment on her as the final or the last ancient. But Almria is fully aware that they are up to no good and does her best to protect her, of course, and I won't spoil that story for those of you that haven't played the original. Yeah, this was a flashback from a few years before the start of the game with Tifa, and again, if you play the original, you'll know the person she's carrying over and what happened to him. So yeah, I'm loving the way we're getting all of this into the remake as well, and some flashbacks involving Cloud. Although interestingly, he kind of looked, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Never been so proud.
Yeah, he's supposed to be younger there, unless this is just taken from another part of the game. This is where his mum's talking to him.
Women must be hounding you day and night.
But that would have been a while ago. What else was there? Okay, it has been confirmed that this fella is not played by Mark Hamill, despite the fact that many swore blind that he was. Yeah, I'm going to probably embarrass myself here, but these two fellas, I can't pinpoint exactly who they are. Are they new characters or are they from the original? I'm sure you guys will tell me who they are and then it will just click like a light bulb and I feel really dumb, but just couldn't quite tell. There we have President Shinra himself. There we have Scarlet, Reeve and Hojo. I love the way Hojo is just like, yeah, this is a conference meeting, but I'm not paying attention to any of it. Going on about the Neo Midgar project. The other thing that I liked, yeah, we get this very small clip here of Cloud and Reno, one of the Turks, and this is clearly up on the pillar. You can see in the background here, this is where Reno is planting the bomb. That's going to bring a whole lot of destruction, and of course Shinra are setting Avalanche up to take the fall for it. And that's just the first part of their Neo Midgar plans. And it does seem like Hojo is going to have a massive role in the remake here. Now, he doesn't have a huge role in Midgar in the original Final Fantasy VII, but let's be honest, most of the characters that were present in the original game seem to be getting fully fleshed out and having a much bigger role to play here. Which is cool. Hojo's, you know, one of the more interesting characters. Okay, this is the battle with the Turks, with Rude, is it? It looks like. And there we have President, or not, mate. Oh yeah, he is President Shinra by that point, isn't he? This is Rufus Shinra. I don't want to say too much about that, though. And yeah, I think this is the first time we get to see Motorball, isn't it? And what's his face? Red 13 drops this very edgy line.
Come on, you see the piece of shit we're driving here?
Says the 300-pound sack of it.
Hey!
I get the feeling there's going to be some fun banter between them two. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm loving the way that Motorball is looking here. Yeah, that is Motorball. It just doesn't have the name. But it's probably... A lot of the bosses have been renamed, aren't they, for the remake, so it's probably going to be called something else by them. But it looks like part of this battle is going to actually occur from the vehicles themselves. Now, we have heard from previous interviews that vehicles are going to have a much more substantial role here in the Final Fantasy VII Remake than they did in the original game, at least in the Midgar section. Of course, we do have this chase sequence in the original FF7, but here, as always, it looks like it's been fleshed out to something much greater. Now, there was one particular shot, it lasted like 2 seconds, that I really want to look at. Oh, before we do that, though, we've come to this. I love this Hell House. I love the way that these iconic enemies that really were not established in the lore of Final Fantasy VII, but they were included anyway, became such an iconic part of the original game, being brought back here. And this is taking place in the arena, the Colosseum that's been included in Wall Market. It's like the battle square of the original game. It's being brought across into Wall Market here, owned by Don Corneo. And this thing looks mean, it really does. Yeah, it looks awesome. Right, what was the other thing I wanted to show you? Let me just try and find it. Okay, I think I found it.
I promise.
Yeah, there it is. That freaking amazing looking creature. Oh my goodness, the creature design of this game, it's insanely good. That, I believe, is the sample boss. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, is that Genova breaking out of containment? But it's not, because it's got a head. That is the sample boss from the original Final Fantasy VII. That's the boss that you fight in the Shinra building, and he has these kind of fire ads with him that are literally made of fire. One of Hojo's experiments. And just the way this has been reimagined in the remake, if this is the standard, and I know that it is because of the other things we've seen already, from how the original is being comported here into a remade form, then I just cannot wait to get my hands on this game. This thing looks incredible. And I'll tell you what, just by looking at it here, you can tell that it's going to be one heck of a beast of a boss to take down. As all the other bosses we've seen. Which makes me think, in one of the previous trailers, when they were in the Shinra building, we had a very brief glimpse of a boss fight, which everyone said was a boss fight against Genova, where there's just tentacles everywhere and all these kinds of growths and that around the place. I'm starting to think now that maybe it isn't, but it could actually be this fella. It does have that same sort of vibe to it, doesn't it? And you can even see tentacles and that coming out of its back. So, again, I know that people are playing the game. I'd rather not have spoilers. If you can avoid those in the comments, please. But just based on the trailers we've seen, I'm actually changing my view that huge epic encounter we saw in a previous trailer where there was tentacles everywhere in the Shinra building, I think it's this experiment here that Hojo's been working on, because it's got the same colour scheme and everything. But this is definitely, I'm certain of it, the sample boss from the original game. And story-wise, narrative-wise, it would actually just make more sense. And the whole thing with all the tentacles is obviously just being done on such a greater and grander scale than in the original. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the things I noticed that are worth pointing out. There's probably loads more. Oh, look, you can see the Hell House actually transforming then, when it has all the mechanical parts coming out of it. Oh, I love it. We get to the summons again. We've seen those before. Oh, yeah, the only other thing worth mentioning, there was this one scene, I think it was here.
Every time the whispers touch me,
where Barrett seems to...
a part of myself.
Have a bit of a... Yeah, there, look. A bit of a sticky meeting with Sephiroth, where he gets stabbed. But obviously we know Barrett's not going to come to harm. This isn't Square trying to subvert our expectations or anything. This is occurring in the Shinra building, and Square themselves are showing us scenes which blatantly occur after the Shinra building, and Barrett is absolutely fine, such as when they're being chased by Motorball. So yeah, if you're going to get your spoilers in, Square, at least try and get them in the right order. Okay, and then of course we started on this at the start of the analysis. This is where we see not Cloud with the Buster Sword at the entrance of Midgard, but this is a bit of an unusual setting, isn't it? Because we've got the Watchmen of Fate all over the place, and obviously they were not part of the original game in any way, shape or form. So lots of different scenes here, all taken out of context, as with any good trailer, of course. How they're all going to come together, I'm sure some of you have already found out. The rest of us, not too long to wait now. But there we have it then, guys. So what do you guys think of the latest Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer? Again, if you have played the game now, and I know that some of you have, please try and think of others and don't actually share spoilers from the game itself, as in that's, you know, not in this trailer, in the comment section. Really appreciate that. I will try and delete them if I see any though, or if the mods see those, then please take care of them. But thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, for more content for Final Fantasy VII Remake, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Once I finally get my hands on the game, I will be covering the heck out of it with live streams, video guides, you name it, I'm going to do it. Obviously, I can't do that from April the 10th because of the various, rules in place that Square have put for YouTubers and streamers. But there we have it then. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.